Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be rating and ranking the different halls of residences at the University of Manchester. So this excludes all private accommodation and all the alternative different options that people have. Congratulations to everyone who received their A-level results and have confirmed their places at Manchester. So a big congratulations to all of you guys. I hope you guys are excited to embark on this journey in Manchester. Before we get into the video, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel so that you're getting notified every time I upload a new video, and also it really helps my channel make sure I'm able to continue uploading videos and creating content for you guys. I know a lot of people send me messages asking for requests on different videos, and so it would really help to build that sort of credibility through my channel, and so I can really just upscale the content that I'm able to give to. Please make sure you're subscribed to this channel and like the video if you found it useful. So I'm going to give you guys a brief little overview of the accommodation at the University of Manchester. So at the University of Manchester, it's split into 3 different campuses. The first one, which is the furthest out, is Fallowfield, roughly like a 30-minute walk to campus, and that's like Alan Gilbert Learning Commons, like a 30-minute walk there. But you can also take the bus. You can take the 142, 143, 42, 43. There's many buses you can take, but it does get very hectic and packed because most students stay in Fallow. The second campus you have is Victoria Park, which is closer to campus but not as far as Fallowfield. I used to live in Victoria Park and it was roughly like a 15-minute walk to campus. Closest campus we have is the city campus, so you're right in the city, you're right in the heart of Oxford Road, which is where all the university campus and buildings are. 10 minutes walk to campus, but then it really depends on which hall you're situated at, because the halls aren't located in the same area. They're sort of spread out. So that's a little brief overview of how accommodation works in Manchester. Little disclaimer before we get into the video. I am aware that there are new halls of residences that are opening in this academic year. However, I have never seen them and I don't know anyone living in them, so I'm just going to exclude them from this video because I unfortunately don't have the information. So the first hall of residence we have is Denmark Road. Is an ensuite self-catered accommodation located right by Whitworth Park actually, and where the gallery is, so it's really nice. Very close to different shops. You've got Asian supermarket, you've also got McDonald's quite close to you, you've got many shops, you've got a Greggs, there's a cafe. It is going for, I think it's going for £199 a week now, so it's gone up quite a bit since the last time. I think it was 170 last year. Roughly a 12-minute walk to campus, very convenient. I've actually been inside Denmark Road myself. There's a nice little living room, common room area downstairs, as well as they've got pool table. Quite modern inside and quite newly renovated, which probably reflects in the price difference compared to the other halls. Got everything in the room. You've got your own bathroom, your own shower, so you don't have to worry about sharing facilities. Overall, it's very good accommodation. However, the fact that it's £199 a week is quite a lot for accommodation, I'd argue. I'd have to put it in the A tier, I guess. Next hall of residence we have is Weston Hall. Also ensuite and self-catered, currently going at £185 a week. So these prices have gone up a lot from when I was in my first year. It was quite nice, like people had their own sort of community. Basically in your flat there'll be 5 different rooms, you'd share a kitchen all together, but you'd have your own bathrooms, and I think it was quite nice having that sort of community. I don't remember it being bad or anything, just a little bit run down, and it was quite a bit of a walk to campus, definitely more than 15 minutes. The fact that it's ensuite, I guess it makes sense that it's more expensive, but I'm gonna have to put Weston on the B tier. Okay, the next hall we have is Whitworth Park. Whitworth Park is right by the actual park and the art gallery and museum. I really liked Whitworth Park personally. Like, I don't mind having old buildings, having them a bit run down. Just really convenient. It's only a 5-minute walk to campus, even less. Got a shop that sells boba, 3 different restaurants like right in front of the hall. You've also got a McDonald's opposite you, you've got Subway, you've got everything. So in Whitworth Park, you share the bathroom and it is self-catered. The only downside I'd say is that the kitchens were quite small, but overall I personally really liked Whitworth Park. Like, I wish I could live here if I was in my first year, because it's literally a 5-minute walk to campus. You've got a bar inside the accommodation as well, so it's really great to get to know people. I'd put it in the A tier. The fact that it's £118 a week, if you don't mind sharing a bathroom, then it's a great hall to be in. So next we're going to go through Fallowfield. So as mentioned, Fallowfield is the furthest out and it's probably the most community-based like campus. Basically all the halls are in very close proximity to each other. You've got the Armitage, the sports centre, you sometimes sit your in-person exams there, or you do it at Sugden, but it depends on, you know, your surname, how far down you are on the list. So the first one I'll go through is Ashburn Hall. So Ashburn Hall is share the bathroom and it is a catered hall. So you'll definitely get breakfast and a dinner. The timings of it might vary depending on which hall you're in, but the food is all the same across all the different catered halls on campus. So you don't have to worry about, oh, that hall got this meal, I didn't get that. It'll be the same for all of them. I say catered halls are very underrated. Like, they're very good to make friends in, and also you don't have to worry about food, you don't have to worry about groceries, you just eat what's given to you. So I personally really like catered halls, but if you're a picky eater then maybe it won't be the best. From my experience it was a good hall, so I put it in the B tier. Next hall is the infamous Oak House. So Oak House is known to be the cheapest hall of residence at the University of Manchester. It doesn't have the best reputation. Apparently there's rats and it's quite dirty. It's very run down, and I've personally been there myself and I can say it's very old. It's shared and self-catered, and it's like a 40-minute walk to campus, so you have to take the bus if you're staying in Fallow. It is known as the party area, so it's quite loud at night, but I'm sure during, like, after Freshers Week, when things have cooled down during exam season, it's less hectic. I say if you value your social life more than comfort, then Oak House is amazing for like its social life. I'd have to put in the C tier. The next hall we have is Richmond Park. So Richmond Park is an ensuite self-catered hall. It currently goes for £172 per week. I think it's pretty good for what it is. You're gonna have to pay for a bus pass anyway, it's a bit too far. So I'll put it in, I mean, I haven't really heard much about Richmond, to be honest. I'm just going to put it in the C tier. One is Cheven House. It's an ensuite, self-catered, £172 a week. I'll put it in C tier again because I don't know much about it. The next one we have, I think is the most expensive hall on campus, is Unsworth Park. It's probably one of the most modern, biggest halls of residences in Fallowfield. You'll have your own ensuite, you'll share a kitchen, it's self-catered. It currently goes for £207 a week. It used to be 178, I think, so they've really bumped the prices up. Rooms are quite big. The rooms are quite big. You've got a big desk. The kitchens are big and modern. You've got a nice living area, living space. It is a very nice hall, but the price is not very nice. Put it in the A tier. Next up, Victoria Park, which is where I personally stayed in my first year. The first hall we have is Brook Hall. It's a bit tricky because the only buses that you can take to uni is the 50 bus. And one thing I hate about Victoria Park is taking the 50 bus. It's unreliable, it's never on time, it's either early, it's either late, but it never ever comes on time. Brook Hall is ensuite, self-catered. and it currently goes for £205 a week. It's not very high on my list personally, but it really depends on what you value most. But I'm gonna have to put it at C because I really hate the buses on that road. Sorry, Brook Hall, sorry. Next up, we've got Canterbury Court. So Canterbury Court is self-catered and en-suite, and it currently goes for £172 a week. I remember going to Canterbury Court, quite nice, quite green. However, the rooms are very old, run down, and of course you've just got the 50 bus route. I'm not going to rate Canterbury too high because the 50 bus is unreliable. You might as well walk. So I'm sorry, but Canterbury's going at C. Next up, you've got Daisy Bank. So Daisy Bank was near where I used to live in my second year where I got a house. So it's ensuite, self-catered, and it goes for £191 a week. So Daisy Bank, from what I recall, was a new and modern hall. However, you have to go down a road quite a bit. You've got the 50 bus again. Honestly, nothing too bad with Daisy Bank. Daisy Bank, I'm gonna put C tier. I put a lot in C tier, but yeah, I think it goes in C tier. It's St Anselm. So I actually applied to stay in St Anselm, but I didn't get allocated there. So St Anselm is a shared hall of residence. It's catered and it's £184 per week, which I'd argue is very good for a catered hall. And you don't have to worry about making or cooking food. Again, you've got the 50 bus, which is annoying, but if you don't mind walking to campus, it's fine. And yeah, sometimes in some of the catered halls, you don't get food on the weekends. However, the one I lived in, Hume Hall, you got food on the weekends. But yeah, I like St Anselm. I'll put it at B. The next hall we have is a Dalton Ellis. So a Dalton Ellis is shared, and also you've got the ensuite option. It's catered as well, and it's 25-minute walk to campus. It currently goes for £174, which is great being catered. I liked the location of Dalton Ellis, very close to the bus stop. Rooms, but that's give or take at Manchester. You just kind of have to live with the fact that most halls are old and run down, but I'm gonna put it at the B tier. Next up, we've got Burkhart. It's an ensuite self-catered hall, and it goes for £172 per week. And also note that even if you're in a self-catered hall, you can also come and eat in a catered hall. So I actually stayed in Burkhart for a bit myself during term time because I had nowhere to stay between the contract on my new lease. So I stayed in Burkhart. I liked the rooms. The rooms were big. You've got your own ensuite. The kitchen is quite big as well, and it's so convenient. You've got Lidl, which is 5 minutes away. You've got Morrison's. You've got so many shops. Yeah, I'll put it in B. And last but not least, we've got Hume Hall, which is the hall that I stayed in myself. So Hume Hall is a catered hall of residence, and you have to share bathroom facilities. Currently going for £186 per week. Rooms inside are modern and new. You've got a large desk, wardrobes are big, and because it was catered, you just go to the canteen, get your food, have breakfast, and we'd also have dinner. And on weekends, we'd also have brunch and dinner. Whereas other halls I know didn't give you food on weekends, so you can walk 5 minutes to the bus stop, get the 142, 143, 111, 42, 43, 147. So many bus routes you can get to campus and to town. I personally think Hume Hall is a very good hall to be in, so if you've got Hume Hall, you're very lucky. The convenience is just the best, and you've also got a library and study room downstairs. I want to put Hume Hall as superior because I actually have nothing to fault about Hume Hall. Hume Hall I'm going to put as superior. I really liked Hume Hall, I enjoyed my time there. So that's me ranking and rating all the different halls of residences at the University of Manchester. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as it really helps me out, and thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!